The wake of late former President Fidel V. Ramos opens to the public today. Makati declares a state of climate emergency in light of rising sea levels. And China's unprecedented military drills around Taiwan are due to end today. Fast, focused, and fearless. Here's a roundup of stories we're watching now. I'm Angela Lagunsad. We begin the newscast with more tributes for the late former President Fidel V. Ramos as the public viewing at his wake begins today. Mobile journalist Jacob Lazaro will give us the details.
The late former President Fidel V. Ramos had this iconic slogan, which was echoed by his supporters who visited his wake at the Heritage Memorial Park in Taguig City. Public viewing was opened on Sunday from 7 a.m. to 2:30 p.m. and will resume on Monday from 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. A folded Philippine flag and his portrait are seen beside the ashes of the former president. His cremated remains were also surrounded by flowers and 4 soldiers on guard. Supporters paid their tributes to the late politician.
Kahit wala na siya, natatandang ko pa rin siya.
At mahal niyo po.
At mahal ko pa rin siya. Mahal ko siya na presidente noon, Chief BR.
I feel so sad. Everyone said at least 100 years more than that. Yeah, but he couldn't even reach that age limit. So I feel so sorry. He should be survive longer.
History professor Xiao Chua also attended the wake. He even brought some of FVR's memorabilia, which were signed by the late former president himself. Chua called Ramos a hero of democracy for helping lead the People Power One revolution in 1986.
Pero paalala din yon nung pag may mga pagkamatay na ganito, yung passing of the torch. One generation dies, tayo ng mga kabataan, yung mga naiwan ngayon, ang kailangan magpatuloy nung kanilang sinimulan.
Also present at the wake was hairstylist Ricky Reyes, who said Ramos was like a father to her.
My fondest memory is when he taught me that in life, you only have to realize 4 Ks. Yan yung kamay-kamay, kaway-kaway ka sa tao, kain-kain, kodak-kodak.
Former Senator Dick Gordon and some members of the Makabayan bloc also paid their respects. They were joined by former campaigners, Lakas CMD founders, and close-in staff. Meanwhile, soldiers have begun practicing their military drills for Ramos's inurnment and state funeral. He will be laid to rest at the Libingan ng mga Bayani on Tuesday. Mobile journalist Jacob Lazaro, we are One News.
In other news, Makati City has declared a climate emergency amid rising sea levels and global temperatures. In a webinar, Mayor Abby Binay said she believes that there are now enough grounds for such declaration across the city. She explained that Makati, being a low-lying coastal city, is vulnerable to natural calamities intensified by climate change. With this, the mayor called for the implementation of aggressive initiatives to mitigate and address the effects of climate crisis.
We heard the data, we understood the science, we are feeling its impact. Now is a crucial time to act, and we need to act fast.
Meanwhile, the low-pressure area that brought rains in some parts of Luzon has exited the Philippine area of responsibility. Pag-asa said the LPA was last spotted some 725 kilometers west of Laoag City, outside the Philippine territory. However, rains are expected to continue in most parts of the country due to the southwest monsoon or habagat. The public is still advised to prepare for possible flash floods or landslides due to heavy or intense rainfall. We'll be back with more stories after the break. Keep it here on One News. You're still watching One News Now. I'm Angela Lagunzad. China is set to conclude its largest ever military exercises surrounding Taiwan today. The drills came after U.S. leader Nancy Pelosi visited Taipei, a move viewed by Beijing as Washington's recognition of the island's sovereignty. Recall that China has long claimed Taiwan as part of its territory. On Saturday, multiple batches of Chinese planes and ships were reportedly deployed into the Taiwan Strait, with Taiwanese authorities saying that some of which crossed a territorial demarcation line not recognized by Beijing. Those exercises are scheduled to wrap up Sunday, though China has announced fresh drills in the Yellow Sea located between China and the Korean Peninsula until August 15. The Philippine national women's volleyball team, bannered by the NU Lady Bulldogs, has begged off from joining the Premier Volleyball League Invitational Conference semifinals. PVL President Ricky Palau confirmed this in a statement, adding that they respect the decision of the National University not to participate in the semis. The national team was supposed to replace Kobe Shinhwa University in the semifinals after one of its players tested positive for COVID-19. With this development, only 5 teams will push through in the tournament semis. The Philippine National Volleyball Federation said the champion in the PVL Invitational will represent the country in the 2022 Asian Volleyball Championships later this month. In the UK, breast cancer can now be diagnosed with the help of liquid iron. This concoction, called Endomag, is injected in patients and provides an audio signal to help trace cancer. Let's watch this.
Fast, speaking all right? Okay, absolutely fine. Good. And when it's injected into the breast in the patient, it's picked up by the lymphatic. And the other thing it does is it provides an audio signal. As the probe approaches iron, which is in the mag trace, it magnetizes the iron and creates a signal, and then you get a very loud audio cue. And you can see on the machine that we've maxed out. It's quite nice actually, because you can see the numbers coming down when the probe moves away.
So you can hear the signal from here. So some mag trace has made it into this lymph node. And we know that because it looks a bit rusty coloured, and also because there's a signal.
I thought we'd talk about the operation a bit, now that it's been a few months, and find out how you're feeling.
I have about a 2-inch cut where the cancer was, and then a slightly longer cut where the lymph nodes came out, just to check that they were okay and it hadn't spread. And they healed fairly quickly, really. They weren't a problem at all. In 2 or 3 weeks they were almost not, you couldn't really see them very much.
Here, I think that might be it. There's also
For more updates, visit News 5, the Philippine Star, and Business World online. Visit our website, onenews.ph, for more in-depth analysis. You can also catch One News on the Signal Play app. Register for a free account now at www.signalplay.com and stream One News live anytime, anywhere. Mask on, wash hands, and stay safe, Philippines. I'm Angela Lagunsad. We are One News.